Hello everyone, my name is Giovanni Pellegrino from Pellegrino's Trattoria. A lot of my customers ask me to, around the holidays, they always, some of them will call me on the holidays and ask for the recipe of my spinach stuffing that I always did. And I figured today I'm going to record it, put it on YouTube, and give whoever wants to do it. It's an excellent side dish. Trust me, people would just die for it, and something new that you might want to do. If you're not for Thanksgiving, you could probably do it for Christmas or whatever. But it's basically spinach. We got fresh spinach over here. I have an aluminum dish that I'll probably put it on. Butter, fresh mozzarella cheese, not fresh mozzarella cheese, but the pasteurized mozzarella cheese. I have a little bit of cream. I made a little bit of vegetable stock. Some chopped onions, and I usually put like stale bread and stuff like that. And there's always different varieties of how to do it. Sometimes if it's too dry, I'll put a little bit of milk in there to let it soften. But today I decided to go with, because Thanksgiving and I went shopping, they have the stuffing over here. You can use croutons as well. I'm going with the stuffing, and I'm putting a little bit of cornmeal in there as well. I'm going to try it out today with the cornmeal. Even so, because this is dried, sometimes I like to put a little bit of milk in here. But what I think I'm going to do is, when I saute the spinach and the onions, I'm adding a little bit of cream and the stock. I'm going to allow that to be a little bit more juice, a little bit more wetter than normal. So when I apply it to the mixture, it'll absorb. And the key to making this dish, then we'll mix it with a little bit of mozzarella and then top it off with a lot of mozzarella cheese so it seals it and holds in the juices. The key there is you have to really play with it and just get to know it as a learning experience. You just want the right wetness, should I say, because when you bake it, it dries, but you don't want it too dry, you don't want it too wet because it's not going to probably dry enough, and you don't want it too dry because obviously it's going to dry as you cook it and it'll be a little bit too dry. So you just got to play around with it. In fact, it's going to be an experiment with me today because I'm not, usually I wet this. You can use crackers too if you like, probably a lot of crackers. I'll probably go with unsalted crackers because of the salt and stuff. If you use it, then I'll probably just go less with the salt on the pepper, when you season it up. But with the butter, usually I'm just going to put this on. And when I saute the onions, I used to put bacon as well, just to give a little bit more flavor. But I decided to go vegetarian this way. Everybody can enjoy it. Trust me, if you like meat, you'll definitely enjoy this dish. I'm not a vegetarian myself, obviously you can tell, but I love this. You can eat this as a meal if it's done right. It's definitely something a lot of people enjoy to eat, and many times people have eaten this just as an entree itself. And instead of bacon, if you want to use prosciutto, if you want to use pancetta, more than welcome. If you want to use country sauces, I'm sure it would give it some flavor. It would taste well. Okay, my pot's a little bit hot. I'm just going to add just a little bit more oil than this. And I'm also going to put a little bit of butter as well. Just let that. When the butter melts, then I'll know. Once you have everything, it's not that hard to do. It's practically very easy. It's more just baking is probably the longest it takes. But I'm not going to cook it today because I'm making this today and just put it in the refrigerator for Thanksgiving. So it'll be a little bit colder, it'll cook longer. Sometimes I'll put aluminum foil over it and let's just bake it for a little bit, 15-20 minutes, then take the top off and then go by the texture. If the cheese is cold and it's white in the middle, you kind of tell that it's still cold in the center. But as it gets brown towards the middle, then you know it's hot throughout, and that's a way of knowing that that it's hot. You know, it's heated properly. So we're just gonna add the onions. I like to add onions because it also gives you a little bit more moisture. I love this pan. I just bought this new pan. I'm gonna tell you, I do most of my cooking here. It's a non-stick. Comes with this lid, and you can also use it as a center dish when you're done. Great for simmering. Beautiful, beautiful non-stick pan. Now with the spinach, it looks like a lot of volume, but trust me when I tell you, when it cooks, you just let it, it'll just melt down to, you'll see, the volume. You could chop it if you want. I've done it chopped, and it's just preference right there. I'm keeping it whole. These are small baby spinach leaves, so if they were huge, I would probably chop it. I think we're good. We're going to add the spinach. If you can't fit it all, just let the spinach kind of wilt down, and then you could add more. I could also put my lid on here. Let the heat kind of help itself and speed up the process. Even though I'm Italian, I own an Italian restaurant. Thanksgiving is truly my favorite holiday. Ooh, hold on here. More lighting. I apologize about that. Thanksgiving is truly my favorite holiday. My mother's friend, Ada Araco, thank you very much for enlightening us. Invited us over one Thanksgiving, and you know, we always made lasagna. We always made antipasta. We never really ate this out. We were so stuffed. By the time the turkey was done, we always forgot the turkey. My mother would make a baked little turkey, burn it, and we never really enjoyed turkey. But anyway, Ada invited us over. We get to the house and we're like, oh, what's going on here? No antipasta, no pasta, nothing Italian. Everything's mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, a big turkey. And she was telling us, oh no, it's Thanksgiving. We make an American, meal at Thanksgiving. Well, let me tell you, it was truly one of the best and greatest Thanksgivings we ever had. We went home that day and we said, we're never gonna make lasagna, antipasta. Everything is gonna be American. And we took it from there, and we just enjoyed it. Now it's been our 5th year now with fried turkey. And I gotta tell you, I was always scared, but if you guys haven't tried it, it is a must. I get this from my restaurant, Pellegrino's Trattoria. I can just turn over a little bit. And I can add some of my stock. As you can see, spinach came down to barely nothing. I'm going to add a little bit of cream now. Now I'm just trying to play with it right now because I'm going to use this for the stuffing. So I want to see how much I need, how much liquid I need. You know what? I'm going to add the whole thing because I'm going to pick it up and just gradually play around with it as I go. So I'm not going to dump the whole thing in there. I'm going to pick this up and just put the spinach in there and gradually just add the cream and kind of get the feel from there. That's it. Really, we really don't have to cook this any longer. I'm just going to add the spinach. Now, most of the time, to get the real feel of it, I would put my hands in here and just kind of mix it up. Especially if I had dried stale bread and had milk in there, it's kind of cool. Usually I would let this cool down before I play around with it, and right now I'm probably going to use the tongs instead of my hands. Okay, and we're just going to mix this up together. Okay, seeing for what I'm seeing right now, I'm probably definitely going to use all of my liquid. But it does smell good. And I'll probably, if you had to do it, one step, you know, it's been a while since I've done this. When I put the onions on and I put the spinach on and I was talking and having a conversation, like when I turned it over, I saved it, but it was getting on the brown side. When you put the spinach on, it's too much. I will probably add a little bit of liquid there. This way you don't burn the spinach or the onions. And actually that would create steam and would help speed up the process much faster, and you can add more spinach. But the stuffing is there. I'm seeing this, and okay, this is a little bit, I'm gonna say this is like on the dry side. You can tell there's not much movement. There's no juices falling on the sides. So this was, now you're gonna see the difference. You see how it moves now. It has a little bit more. Okay, this right here is probably what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm feeling this is probably the right texture right here. And I could probably just go a little bit more in the cream. I'm gonna go a little bit more in the cream. Just because I felt just a little bit of dryness, and it's not that much cream. So the more since I'm having it stay for a couple days, it's that little dryness on there. Yeah, this is good. This is perfect. I nailed it. Okay. Add a little bit of mozzarella cheese. I don't like to put a lot of mozzarella cheese in it because my thing is I want it to seal the top, and that's why it creates a seal and holds in that moisture. So I'd rather save my mozzarella for the top, and you get those people that just don't want to eat that many calories or cheese. They can just very easily just pull off the cheese on top and then eat the spinach with the stuffing. So you have a little bit of both. make everybody happy. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, so we're gonna put this right here. And my friends, we've created John's famous stuffed spinach. And we leave nobody behind. Okay. We're almost done here. Put this on the side. Okay. Just seal it. That's it. Add the cheese. I might be using a little bit more cheese than normal, but it's Thanksgiving, it's the holidays. Wait for Thursday. I put that oven probably at 375, 400 with aluminum foil. Bake it for 15-20 minutes. Take off the aluminum foil. Let the mozzarella cheese brown up to your liking, and sit back and watch everybody go crazy over your stuffed spinach. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, a safe one, safe travels. It's all about family. Just enjoy yourselves, and somebody from your family says something that you don't like, just hold it in. It's a holiday, and it's about just family and love, and just that's all I can say. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy this stuffed spinach. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. That's all, folks.